Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, a lot has been made about cruise ports that have said no to cruise ships. We don't want cruise ships back. It may even be 2 years before we want cruise ships back. But let me tell you, there are plenty of ports out there who are looking forward to and want the cruise ships back. So in particular, two ports, Seychelles that I did a video on the other day, who announced 2-year ban on cruise ships, even as they open up their international airport for travel. Makes no sense. I don't know what they're running there as far as tourism is concerned. If they think, I don't know. And then we have Canada, who, had already canceled the majority of port stops in, say, Vancouver, BC. Well, BC has come out and said that cruise ships are not going to be allowed to stop and unload passengers this year. They will be allowed to stop in, get fuel, get provisions, but they're not allowed to unload passengers or crew. That's just BC. The East Coast hasn't said it, but just British Columbia. But to be honest, the ban that they had already put in place on cruise ships in that area, they're only talking about a month. And then after that month, they're talking about like 6 stops the rest of the year. So it really isn't a big deal. But one of the bigger deals was Norway, but they're not saying forever. They're just saying maybe the summer season, they're going to take an eye on it and then open up in the fall. So there's plenty of cruise ports out there that are, to watch out for. However, for us in North America, especially looking at Carnival, who wants to open those 8 ships in August, the Caribbean seems very, very eager to reopen and very eager for the cruise ships to return. The Bahamas have already come out and said, we will welcome cruise ships back when they are ready to sail. And Jamaica, as well as St. Martin and St. Thomas, have all said the same thing. So that's very good news for trying to start up in the Caribbean, which of course is the most popular cruise destination in the world anyway, for the entire year. So there are cruise ports out there looking for business, and they want their, the Caribbean relies heavily, heavily, heavily on the tourism dollar. So many people make their living that way, just like so many people in Miami and Fort Lauderdale make their money from tourism. So they are really excited and hoping that, yes, Carnival does get out there and they're able to start those cruise ships. So you may just see Jamaica is your port, St. Thomas, St. Martin. Don't forget, a lot of the cruise lines own their own private island area anyway. And even if the country says, oh, you can't go outside of that area, they can still let people off in their own private spot, as long as they don't leave the confines of that private island space that they blocked off. So there's plenty of places right now that they can go to, and I'm sure that's what the cruise lines are looking at, hoping they can get there. And with Italy and Spain and Greece opening up their country to phase 2 and eyeing phase 3 shortly, maybe they're hoping that phase 4 is going to come around and they're going to allow them to go and sail in the Mediterranean as well. One of the harder spots would be Australia. Australia government, with the whole mess with the Ruby Princess and letting people off and what happened with that. Well, I hope you appreciate the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world and maybe some commentary once in a while, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.